Oh, all right. I'm getting tired. I'm not getting tired. I've been tired. Um, I'm trying to get these done because once I get these videos done, then I have to add stuff in it, and deal with it. And I'm too tired to do that right now. And I'm almost too tired to do this video, but I'm going to do this video. It's just page and a half. This is iJac. This is Brother Anthony, and I'm the author. I'm a writer. I'm author. I got 11 books that I'm associated with. Um, this is iJac. It's Jesus the Crackhead. This is my testimonial book. This is chapter 2. This is the third section in chapter 2 called Indian Burial Ground. All right. Indian Burial Ground. In all fairness to my wife, the move to Atlanta not only happened because my wife Elizabeth wanted to move back, but because there were extenuating circumstances. Mm-hmm. During this time, I was self-publishing a book called The Audiovisual Handbook. I was writing like crazy at night after work on this book and had at that time finished only 2 other screenplays because I was writing screenplays. By 11 or 11:15, what seemed like every other night, our oldest daughter would come screaming, that's Francesca, would come screaming into the room, tears streaming down her face and running down the hallway, scared out of her mind. We didn't know what was happening, but something was wrong. We didn't know what. My wife and I periodically would periodically hear footsteps of a small child walking down the hall towards our bedroom. Okay, I'd hear just as clear as day. I thought it was Francesca, but it wasn't. She or I, or the both of us, would sit up in the expectation of our small daughter to be coming through the doorway, but there would not be a soul standing in the doorway where the footfalls ended. So what is that saying? We laying in the bed, we hear a child coming, we, sit up, work, to tell her to come on in the room. She was not there. She wasn't walking down the hall. She was in her bed asleep. Right. There were items misplaced around the house. Now we're working, we're busy. So, there were things I could not find, though I knew exactly where I had placed them. My wife didn't know where they were, and I remembered where I had left them. But the things were no longer there. Most of them were not where my daughter could reach them. Something strange was going on, but I was not sure what. This actually happened now. I remember once when my wife and daughter were out of town visiting relatives, and I was tired. I was really tired. I had been working these long hours as a Navy manager at this hotel, and they want you in there all the time because people want something all the time. So I was tired. I had worked overtime that day and on into the night. So once I got home, I had dinner. I was through. I was completely exhausted and finished for the day. I was toast. I headed straight for bed. I laid down to sleep. As I was dropping off to sleep, I heard, "You are not alone." I was so tired, I said, "Do what you must, but I'm going to sleep." That's true. I was so tired. Good job. Well, that wasn't the end of it. No, it wasn't. I thought I would go talk to our landlady who lived above us to say, stuff's going on in this house. So she and her family lived above us. As I stood on her front door stoop, I asked her if she had noticed anything fishy going on in her apartment. I didn't tell her what fishy stuff going on in our apartment yet, but I was asking her. I asked her if she had noticed anything fishy going on in her apartment. She gave me the strangest look. What did I ask? Why did I ask that? Her husband crept up behind her, listening with confirmation in his eyes. Now he stepped in. He was like, I knew something was up when he came up behind her. Evidently, she had been telling her husband about the strange occurrences which had been happening in the apartment while her husband was at work. She was having stuff happening to her too while her husband was at work. And he didn't believe it. She revealed to me how her pictures had flown off the wall, things in the house had moved around, and how she had seen a little 5-year-old boy. She went on and on and on, and I didn't write it all down here, but she went on about all the kind of things that were happening. Woo. So, as we packed up our possessions, excuse me, as we packed up our possessions over the next few weeks and talked to neighbors about what we experienced to learn more about the situation, we discovered that the houses in that neighborhood, in that part of the neighborhood, were located on an old Indian burial ground. See ya, we were out of there. And with that, I pass. I got to stop because cough is taking over. Each one bless one. Love you.